Hi, my name is Charlie McGrath. I am the host of On Point, heard exclusively on the Boiling Frog Post. Leadership, or I should say the lack of leadership, due to complete and utter incompetence on both sides of the political spectrum, or by some evil planned agenda, has brought this country and the world closer to a global totalitarian regime. I want to just take a look at the United States. How close are we to a complete and total totalitarian state? Some people, myself and my guest on this week's On Point, Warren Pollock, believe that we are just one disaster away from the realization of a totalitarian state that would have made Stalin or Hitler or Mussolini envious in nature. Our nation sits at $17.5 trillion in debt. We have 11,000 people that need to file disability in order to put food on the table, 48 million people that live in poverty, 4.4 million people in this country work for the federal government. And if that number is staggering, then this one should really blow you away. 20 million of your fellow Americans work for state or local government. This is how they make their living. This 25 million ready to go, ready to made voting block or ready to made spying block that every good fascist state needs. This is the condition of our country. Farther and farther and farther down we go down the road in the name of fighting terror, fighting the boogeyman of the day. We lose our rights. We lose our independence. We establish legislation that takes away more of our individual personal freedoms. And as we're doing this, we're laying the path, we're laying the groundwork for the blame game. Who can we blame for the utter collapse, the utter devastation that is inevitable? It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. If you look at the headlines on any given day, you'll see immigrants being blamed for the condition of our nation, or people who are potentially terrorists against this country, domestic terrorists. And that could be anybody who is pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-Constitution, pro-sovereignty, pro-freedom. We see the attack on the individual. We see the glorification of war and killing and the glorification of the police state. So it has to beg the question, when will consumerism as an ideology finally replace government as we know it? What is the historical demographic of the revolutionary? And what is the end game of the security state? These are just a few questions that were going to be asked and answered on this week's On Point with me, Charlie McGrath. Again, our guest this week is historian and prognosticator, or Warren Pollock. Now, Warren has been a friend of mine for a number of years, and he is absolutely amazing at his ability to look at economic conditions and make predictions, of which he's been right scores and scores of times that I know of. But he's also very good at looking at geopolitical events and spelling out what he believes is coming next. And again, time and time again, he's proven himself to be absolutely correct. This free preview has been brought to you by the subscribers of the Boiling Frogs Post. If you want to see the latest edition of On Point with me, Charlie McGrath, immediately, please go over today and subscribe to the Boiling Frogs Post. Not only will you be able to see the latest edition of On Point, you'll have access to hours and hours of important information that is not varnished by commercial special interest. Support truly independent media and subscribe to the Boiling Frogs Post today. Thank you.